Hi friends, it's Victor Costa, Peace, Love, and Muscles. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having an outstanding day. This video is about bodybuilding motivation. Now, a lot of motivational videos really just have a video of someone exercising with some really strong music paired with it. So I could go down the basement, lift weights, have some cool music to it, flex a little bit, and then call that a bodybuilding motivation video. Or I can actually give you some tips on how to motivate you or how to offer some true bodybuilding motivation. Motivation doesn't really come from watching somebody else do what they're good at, because that's really just kind of a show-off video rather than helping you in any way, shape, or form. Now, maybe some people are helped by watching other people train and work out, but I'd rather be told, how do I get to where I want to be? How do I bridge the gap from where I currently am to where I want to go? And I think that that's really important. And I want to share that with you. I want to share with you today an idea of how do you get from where you are to where you want to be when that gap seems really, really wide. And I think, to me, that's the most important part of motivation. People who are looking for bodybuilding motivation videos want motivation. They're currently either unmotivated, need a little boost, and most of the time they need that boost because they really don't see how they're going to get from where they are to where they want to be. The gap is too wide, the chasm is too wide, and hopefully today's video will be about bodybuilding motivation and how can you actually start to bridge that gap. So let me tell you what I did. So when I was younger, I used to watch bodybuilding. It was actually on television. I think it was even on Wide World of Sports when I was a kid. And actually, I remember watching an entire afternoon's worth just to catch a glimpse of even the commercial about the bodybuilding that was going to be shown, later on in the future. And it was either the Mr. Universe contest or the Mr. Olympia contest. I can't recall because I was quite young at the time. But I was fascinated by it, and it was really, really quite cool. It was something that I had never seen before. And I remember, even as a young teenager and growing up, feeling like, wow, there's a big difference between where my body is and what I'd like it to look like. And of course, I was enlightened that a lot of people are using drugs and enhancements and everything to get to where they want to be. But that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to figure out, how was I going to carve this out naturally for myself? How was I going to get from where I am, doing the normal stuff, to where I wanted to be? So I had to get a focus. And I'll admit, looking at physiques in totality are very, very intimidating, right? You say to yourself, how could I ever look like that? And you start looking at everything in its totality. But what I'd like you to do, or I'd like you to think about, is to forget about looking and being overwhelmed by the physique in its entirety of what you'd like to have. Zoom in or hone in just on one area of the body that you see could be sort of, similar to yours in some way, like your best body part. Sort of draw that parallel between the bodybuilder that you'd like to look like or the physique that you'd like to have with what you've already got. And instead of thinking about the entire building, just look at one brick or just one part of the building. And that helped me a great deal. And I said, well, maybe I can't have that physique, but what if I break it and compartmentalize it body part by body part? What if I really focus on this area of my body? What if I really focus on my arms? Maybe I can get my arms to be better and look better. So I'll make that my focus. They seem to be responding to my training. I've got a little momentum there. It's not too different from what I'm looking at in the magazines. And by the way, guys, we don't always want what we see in the magazines. We want better for ourselves, and we're just trying to draw some kind of inspiration or parallel. But I think it'll help a lot, instead of getting intimidated by this, how am I going to accomplish all of this, to kind of zoom in or narrow down or hone in on just something that could be relatable between you and the physique that you'd like to have. And then work that way, little by little by little. Start focusing on other things, other body parts, and try to do it. So brick by brick. So focus building brick by brick rather than, oh my God, how am I going to accomplish this overwhelming, big building? And start that way and just focus, zoom in on something that you could kind of connect to, that you can relate to. Because the most important thing really isn't that you accomplish looking like that magazine. It's that you achieve progress. And we feel good when we're progressing or moving toward a goal or when our bodies are responding. That's the most important part of all of this. People hate to feel stuck. They hate to feel like there's just something that they can't have. But movement toward it, at least a movement in the right direction, a propulsion in the right direction really does help. And that helped me. And I was able to kind of say, okay, wow, my arms are progressing. Wow, maybe I'll focus a little bit on my chest. Oh, maybe now my chest has started to respond. Maybe I'll focus on my calves a little bit and I'll start working that way. Oh, now that that's in place, maybe I'll focus on my abs a little bit. And yeah, there's a big difference between me and the guy in the magazine, but maybe I can get a little bit better. Maybe I can just zoom in on that area of my body and make that a focus. So guys, that's how things are built. That's how things are built, brick by brick. They're not all built in one day or one afternoon. So peace, love, and muscles. I hope this was a good bodybuilding motivation video for you. I hope it was a helpful tip in some way, shape, or form. I love you guys. Thanks so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Follow me at Vicsnatural and on Instagram. And if you want a copy of Peace, Love, and Muscles, send any sum via PayPal to vicsnatural@aol.com. The instructions are in the description. All right, peace, love, and muscles. Take care of yourself, guys. Love you. Bye.